In the bustling, chaotic heart of New York City, where the noise of car horns and the aroma of street food collided in a symphony of urban life, Alex Morgan stood behind the counter of a small coffee shop named Brood Awakening. It was a quaint little place, tucked between a yoga studio and a quirky bookstore, frequented by locals who thrived on caffeine and community. Today was no different, but something in the air felt electric. Maybe it was the caffeine high from the triple espresso that Alex had accidentally ingested instead of serving. Or perhaps it was just the eccentric regulars stirring up the usual chaos. As Alex expertly frothed milk with a slight fumble, a burst of laughter erupted from a table in the corner. Two customers, clad in mismatched socks and oversized sweaters, were engaged in a heated debate about whether unicorns were a metaphor for unattainable dreams or just really pretty horses. Amidst the chatter, Alex couldn't help but chuckle, their laughter a soothing balm against the monotony of routine. "Hey, you," shouted one of the customers, pointing a finger coated in whipped cream. "What do you think? Are unicorns just pretty horses?" "Definitely," Alex shot back, leaning over the counter with a mischievous grin. "But only if they don't need coffee first. Have you ever seen a unicorn before its morning brew? It's like trying to wake up a grumpy cat." The table erupted into laughter, and Alex basked in the moment, a brief reprieve from the monotony of steaming milk and grinding beans. But just as Alex was about to turn back to the espresso machine, a figure loomed in the doorway, casting a shadow that felt almost magical. The newcomer was an older gentleman, draped in a patchwork cloak that seemed to be woven from every color in the rainbow. His wild hair sprouted in all directions, as if he'd just emerged from a wind tunnel, and his eyes sparkled with mischief. He strode to the counter with an exaggerated swagger, like he was on a stage rather than in a coffee shop. "Greetings, young barista," he declared, his voice booming above the ambient noise. "I am Sam, your guide on the quest for the key to the soul." The room fell silent. All eyes turned toward Sam, who seemed unfazed by the attention. Alex raised an eyebrow, suppressing a laugh. "The key to the soul? Is that like the key to my heart, or are we talking about something more metaphorical?" "Both," Sam replied, his enthusiasm palpable. "But mostly, it's a key said to unlock the emotional barriers we build. Legend has it that it lies at the world's end, guarded by trials that will test your very essence." Alex leaned back, crossing their arms with a smirk. "And how exactly do you plan to help me find this key? You seem more like a wandering wizard than a soul guide." "Ah, the skepticism of youth." Sam chuckled, unfazed. "But trust me, my dear barista, there is much to learn about yourself if you accept this quest. You may just discover the hidden chains holding you back from true happiness." As if on cue, a nearby customer dropped their muffin in shock, the crumbly remains spilling across the table. Laughter erupted again, and Alex felt a curious pull toward Sam's wild proposition. "All right, let's say I'm in. But what's the first step? I assume it doesn't involve more coffee?" "Oh, but it does," Sam replied, his eyes gleaming. "For the journey begins with a strong brew. Meet me tonight at midnight in Central Park, and bring the strangest item you own." As the cafe buzzed back to life, Alex found themselves pondering Sam's strange words. "The strangest item," they muttered, serving up lattes with a newfound excitement. What could that even mean? Their mind raced through a catalog of embarrassing childhood toys, failed attempts at art, and, wait, what about the inflatable pool they'd impulsively bought during a sale last summer? It was indeed strange enough. As evening descended, Alex returned home, the city lights shimmering like stars fallen from the sky. The more they thought about the quest, the more it felt like a welcome distraction from their mundane life. Maybe this could be an adventure worth having. Hours later, the park was draped in shadows as the clock struck midnight. Alex clutched the inflatable pool like a safety blanket, feeling foolish yet strangely exhilarated. A rustle of leaves caught their attention, and there was Sam, illuminated by the glow of a nearby street lamp, looking even more eccentric in the night. "Ah, you came!" Sam exclaimed, eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "What curious item have you brought?" "This," Alex said, holding up the pool. "I thought it might inspire some creative thinking." Sam burst into laughter, the sound echoing in the stillness of the park. "Perfect. You're already on the right track. Now, let us begin our journey." With that, Sam unfurled a hand-drawn map that looked like it had been crafted during a particularly wild acid trip. "Our first destination is the land of overthinkers. You'll meet a creature who speaks in riddles." "Great," Alex said, a mix of excitement and apprehension swirling within. "A riddle-spouting monster. Just what I need." The duo set off into the night, laughter and banter accompanying them as they navigated the moonlit streets. Sam regaled Alex with wild tales of other adventurers who had sought the key to the soul. Some had returned with newfound wisdom, while others had become permanent fixtures in local legends, eternally trying to explain the nuances of life to passing squirrels. Their first challenge came sooner than expected. They arrived at a clearing, where a massive creature sprawled out, taking up most of the space. It was a dragon, but not your typical fire-breathing beast. This one was fuzzy, with a distinct lack of motivation, and a yawn that could probably create a windstorm. "Hey, you there!" Sam called out, waving a hand at the dragon. "We seek the key to the soul." The dragon opened one eye, lazily peering at them. "Riddles, again? Can't a dragon catch a nap without being interrupted?" It groaned, rolling over dramatically. Alex exchanged a glance with Sam, suppressing laughter. "All right, Mr. Dragon. How about a deal? If we answer your riddle, you let us pass." "Fine," the dragon said, scratching its fuzzy belly. "But if you fail, I'm taking your inflatable pool as my new pillow." "Oh, that's fair," Alex said sarcastically. "What's the riddle?" "Okay, here it goes," the dragon said, its voice a low rumble. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" Alex scratched their head, glancing at Sam for support. Is it a ghost?" "No," the dragon groaned. "That's not even close. Try again." Okay. Give me a moment." Alex took a deep breath, picturing the answer in their mind. Suddenly, it hit them. "Is it an echo?" The dragon blinked slowly, then nodded. "Well done, but I still want your pool." Before Alex could protest, the dragon lifted its massive paw, plucking the inflatable pool from their grasp. "I'll take good care of it, don't worry." And with that, the dragon flopped back onto the grass, curling around the pool as if it were a prized possession. Alex couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of it all. "All right," Sam said, clapping Alex on the back. "We're one step closer." Next stop, the Valley of Puns. The journey continued, filled with bizarre challenges and ridiculous encounters. As they ventured deeper into this whimsical world, Alex felt the weight of their emotional chains starting to lighten. Each laugh shared with Sam, each strange creature they encountered, peeled back layers of insecurity and fear. When they reached the Valley of Puns, they found themselves surrounded by cheerful villagers who greeted them with a barrage of wordplay that was both cringeworthy and hilarious. "Why did the Scarecrow win an award?" one villager asked, beaming with pride. "Because he was outstanding in his field." As laughter echoed through the valley, Alex felt a warmth spreading in their chest. Sam nudged them. "See? This is what it's all about, finding joy in the silly moments." With each challenge, Alex not only encountered the whimsical side of life but also began to reflect on their own emotional barriers. Memories of a messy breakup surfaced, feelings of inadequacy bubbled to the surface, but instead of feeling trapped, Alex learned to embrace the chaos, understanding that laughter could be a bridge to healing. After what felt like hours of pun-laden exchanges, they finally bid farewell to the villagers and continued on their quest, now deeper in camaraderie than they had ever expected. But as the sun began to set, casting a golden hue across the horizon, Alex realized they had another obstacle to face, one that lay deep within themselves. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with shades of orange and purple, Alex felt a stirring within, an unsettling mix of excitement and apprehension. The laughter and absurdity of their adventure had unveiled layers of joy, but a shadow of something deeper loomed. It wasn't just the ridiculous trials or the delightful company of Sam, it was the emotional baggage Alex had packed along for the ride, and it was becoming impossible to ignore. "Are you all right?" Sam asked, sensing the shift in the air. "You look like you just saw a ghost, or worse, a coffee without cream." "I'm fine," Alex replied too quickly, a practiced smile plastered across their face. "Just thinking about how absurd this all is. I mean, who knew a dragon would be so cuddly?" They gestured vaguely toward the distant valley where the dragon had begun to snore loudly, its fuzzy belly rising and falling like a comically oversized balloon. "Absurd is good. Absurd is great," Sam exclaimed, bouncing on their heels. "But the true absurdity lies in the unexamined life. What chains are you carrying, Alex? What fears have you avoided?" "Fears?" Alex echoed, the word hanging heavily in the air. "I guess I have a few. I mean, I've been avoiding my feelings ever since, well, you know." A sudden wind swept through the valley, rustling the leaves around them, and for a moment, Alex felt exposed. They had been carrying the weight of their last relationship, one filled with promise that ultimately crumbled under the pressure of unspoken words and unresolved issues. "I don't know how to confront those feelings," Alex confessed, the humor momentarily slipping away. "Then let's confront them," Sam said, eyes alight with enthusiasm. "We're headed toward the Cave of Echoes. It's a place where all unresolved thoughts manifest into tangible shapes. You'll see what you need to face." "Echoes?" Alex cringed at the thought. "What if they're terrifying?" "Exactly. What if they're hilarious?" Sam winked. "You won't know until you try. Plus, you've got your inflatable pool for emotional support." With a resigned laugh, Alex nodded, letting a sliver of courage pierce through the anxiety. They trekked onward, the path winding through lush greenery and vibrant flowers that seemed to dance in the fading light. As they walked, Sam recounted stories of other adventurers who had faced their fears, turning their struggles into punchlines. The more they laughed, the lighter Alex felt, as if the burdens of the past were being chipped away, one joke at a time. Eventually, they reached the mouth of the Cave of Echoes, an enormous archway carved into the rock, dark and inviting. Alex hesitated, their heart pounding in their chest. "What if it's too much?" they murmured, looking back at Sam. "Then we'll take it slow," Sam replied, determination glimmering in their eyes. "You're not alone in this. Just remember, what you see is only a reflection of your mind. Let's dive in. With a deep breath, Alex stepped into the cave, and the world transformed around them. The air was cool, filled with an echoing silence that wrapped around them like a blanket. As they moved deeper inside, the walls shimmered, revealing shimmering images that danced like ghosts in the darkness. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a distorted version of Alex, a version that was smaller, hunched, with eyes clouded by doubt. This reflection spoke in a whisper, a voice that resonated with long-held fears. "You're not good enough. You'll never find happiness. You'll always be alone. Stop!" Alex shouted, heart racing. "That's not true." But the figure simply laughed, a sound that echoed menacingly throughout the cave. "Isn't it? You know you failed when it mattered most. You let love slip through your fingers because you were too afraid to try." With every word, the air felt heavier. Alex's throat tightened, the truth in those accusations stinging. But Sam's presence lingered nearby, an unwavering beacon. "You have to confront it, Alex. This isn't real, it's a reflection. You can change the narrative." Drawing on the courage found in their friend's words, Alex squared their shoulders and stepped forward, determination blooming in their chest. "I may have messed up, but that doesn't define me. I'm still here, still trying. I'm not giving up." As those words escaped their lips, the distorted figure began to flicker, its form wavering like a candle in the wind. "You can't escape your past," it spat, the voice dripping with venom. "Maybe not, but I can learn from it." Alex shouted back, feeling the heat of resolve flood their veins. "I'm ready to embrace my flaws and learn from my mistakes. I deserve to be happy." With a fierce roar, Alex charged at the reflection, and as they collided, a burst of light erupted, illuminating the cave in vibrant colors. The figure dissolved into shimmering particles, washing away the fears that had long plagued Alex's heart. The cave pulsed with warmth, the echoes transforming into a soothing melody that filled the air with hope. Sam appeared at Alex's side, eyes wide with amazement. "You did it. You faced your fear. That was incredible." "I guess I did," Alex said, breathless and exhilarated. "I never thought I could confront that part of me. It felt so real." "Because it was real," Sam replied, grinning. "But now it's gone. You've taken the first step toward unlocking your true self." As they made their way out of the cave, the world outside felt different, brighter, more vibrant. The shadows of doubt that had clung to Alex began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of empowerment. They glanced at Sam, who beamed with pride. "What's next?" Alex asked, adrenaline still surging through them. "Next, we journey to the field of connections," Sam said, leading the way. "It's a place where you'll find others who share similar struggles. You'll learn that you're not alone in this." As they walked, Alex reflected on their journey thus far. The laughter, the ridiculous encounters, and the confrontation with their fears had ignited a spark of joy within them. They were no longer just a barista serving coffee, they were an adventurer, an explorer of the soul, discovering pieces of themselves along the way. The field of connections awaited them, a sprawling landscape filled with people from all walks of life, each animated and vibrant. They witnessed groups of individuals sharing stories, laughter, and moments of vulnerability, and Alex felt an overwhelming sense of belonging wash over them. "See? You're part of this tapestry," Sam said, gesturing to the groups around them. "Everyone here is searching for their own keys. It's a celebration of connection." In the midst of the lively gatherings, Alex spotted a familiar face, someone from their past. It was Jamie, their ex-partner, sitting cross-legged on the grass, engaged in a conversation that seemed both heartfelt and heavy. Anxiety bubbled within Alex. Could they really face Jamie after everything that had happened? Remember, every connection holds a lesson, Sam encouraged. It's up to you to decide how to approach it. Taking a deep breath, Alex approached the group, heart racing. Jamie looked up, surprise flickering in their eyes, quickly followed by a warm smile. Alex. It's been a while, Jamie said, gesturing for them to sit. I didn't expect to see you here. I didn't expect to be here, honestly, Alex replied, laughter edging out the nervousness. I'm on a quest for the key to the soul, guided by my eccentric new friend. Jamie chuckled, a hint of nostalgia in their eyes. Only you would end up on such a wild journey. I guess I'm learning to embrace the absurd, Alex said, feeling a sense of lightness. And I'm learning about all the emotional baggage I've been carrying, too. As they talked, the conversation flowed like an easy stream, memories blending with newfound understanding. They laughed about shared moments, but also addressed the hurt and confusion that had defined their relationship. Jamie opened up about their own struggles, revealing the fear of commitment that had shadowed their feelings. It's funny, really, Jamie said, leaning back on their hands. I think we were both so afraid of being vulnerable that we built walls instead of bridges. Exactly, Alex replied, a sense of clarity blossoming. I spent so long hiding behind humor and distractions, but now I see that connection is what truly matters. As the conversation deepened, Alex felt the chains of the past begin to crumble. Each shared story, each moment of honesty, became a brick removed from the walls they had both built. Laughter mingled with tears as they faced their emotions, a bittersweet blend of nostalgia and relief. After what felt like hours, they stood up, the sun beginning to set behind the horizon. Thank you for being brave enough to talk, Jamie said softly. I think we've both grown a lot since we last saw each other. Me too, Alex replied, warmth flooding their chest. This has been freeing. I hope we can stay connected moving forward. Definitely, Jamie agreed, smiling. Let's not let fear keep us apart again. As they parted ways, Alex felt lighter, the weight of unresolved emotions slipping away. They rejoined Sam, who had been watching with a grin. How was that? Transformative, Alex said, beaming. I never thought I could confront those feelings, but it was liberating. I'm starting to understand the power of connection. Exactly. That's the essence of the key to the soul. Sam exclaimed. You're unlocking not just your own chains, but those of others, too. Where to next? Alex asked, eyes sparkling with anticipation. Now, we head to the pinnacle of reflection. Sam declared, arms outstretched dramatically. It's the final test before you find the key. As they trekked to the pinnacle, the landscape shifted once more. The ground sloped upward, revealing a breathtaking view of valleys and rivers stretching endlessly. At the summit stood a shimmering portal, pulsating with energy, the key to the soul visible within. What do I have to do? Alex asked, breathless with excitement. To unlock the key, Sam explained, you must confront your final truth. It will reveal what you truly desire most in this journey. With newfound determination, Alex stepped toward the portal. As they crossed the threshold, a rush of light enveloped them, and suddenly they were back in their coffee shop, standing in front of a mirror. But this mirror wasn't ordinary. It reflected not just their physical form but their innermost desires and fears. Alex saw the barista they were, the adventurer they'd become, and all the possibilities yet to unfold. A voice echoed from the depths of the mirror, what do you truly seek? Taking a deep breath, Alex spoke from the heart. I seek connection. I want to embrace my emotions, to be vulnerable, and to live authentically. I want to unlock my soul and help others do the same. With those words, the mirror shattered, and light flooded the space. As the shards fell away, Alex felt an overwhelming sense of peace wash over them. The light coalesced into a radiant key, glimmering with promise and hope. You've done it. Sam exclaimed, appearing beside them, eyes sparkling with pride. You've unlocked the key to the soul. Taking the key in their hand, Alex felt its warmth pulsing with energy, resonating with their newfound understanding of self and connection. They turned to Sam, a wide smile spreading across their face. I can't believe I actually did it. I faced my fears, embraced my past, and found the courage to connect. Remember, Sam said, placing a hand on Alex's shoulder, this key isn't just for you, it's for everyone you encounter. Use it to foster connections, to help others unlock their own chains. With a nod of understanding, Alex stepped forward, ready to embrace the world anew. The journey had transformed them, and now they were eager to share their wisdom, to laugh, and to connect. As they left the portal behind, Alex knew this was just the beginning. The key to the soul would guide them through life, illuminating paths of joy and vulnerability, laughter and connection. The world was theirs to explore, and they were ready for whatever adventures lay ahead.